welcome to another episode of No Holds Barred with the Dean, Kirito Henson on deck. We ask the questions, you get the answers. And in today's episode, we've got the very exciting import, probably one of the greatest imports ever to play in the PBA, AZ Reid. AZ, congratulations. Great job winning the Governors Cup Championship. Now, previously, you won 2 Best Import awards without a championship. This time, you didn't get Best Import, but you won the championship. How crazy is that?
It's crazy. It's real crazy. Very tough. I always wanted a championship, and this conference, I was able to get it. Individual goals, it's okay if I don't get that. I'm here for one reason, that's to get the championship, and we got it this conference.
Okay, the man who won the Best Import Award, Romeo Travis, I know he's your good friend, great competitor, played for Alaska. I thought the Aces overachieved in making it to the finals, but in the finals, which was a sweep, you absolutely dominated him. You destroyed Romeo Travis. You averaged 35 points a game. He averaged 17. Did you feel robbed that you didn't get the Best Import Award?
Like I say, I'm not too concerned about the Best Import Award. Yes, I want it for my pride and for the legacy here that I'm trying to build in the Philippines, but I was here for the championship. San Miguel actually made me a trophy. I don't think I have it here, and my driver has it, but they made me a trophy. It said our best import. So, that meant a lot, and, I got the championship, which is most important.
And now that you've won your championship in the PBA, you're first in your 5th conference in the PBA, there's talk that you're thinking of retiring. We don't want you to retire. You're only 29.
The expectations are very high, but I think San Miguel made it really clear that they want me to come back. So I think I'm going to go home and vacation, hang out with my kids and family, and then make the decision. But I think more than likely I'll be back for sure.
Okay, you've played in countries all over the world. You've played in Italy, you've played in Finland, Switzerland, Germany, Belgium, Ukraine. You name it, you've played there. Throw in Lebanon. How different is the Philippines as a basketball playing country from the other countries you've played in?
Man, Philippine basketball is unbelievable. The fans are great. Media it's like the NBA. I tell all my friends at home, like, if you get the opportunity to come and play here, take it. You'll love it. Once you come here, you don't want to go play anywhere else. Like, prime example, I'm not going to play this fall anywhere else. I'm going to go home and wait to come back here. It's just exciting, man. Even though the pressure is high, but it's still fun, and, I love it here.
AZ, you're saying that after this conference, you're not playing anywhere else except the Philippines. Is this going to be your exclusive domain?
Hopefully for the next couple of years, if they let me, I'm going to stay here and retire here, just call it quits here. This is where I made my mark. I made my living here, so I want to finish it out on a good note.
At the same time, AZ, a lot of imports who've come to play here say that in the PBA, it's so physical. It's, borderline dirties, what some people say. One of the Asian imports told me that the PBA is like the basketball version of the UFC. Do you agree?
If you're not a warrior, don't come here. It's fun. Yes, it's tough. It's very physical. But I love it. I like the physicality. I love the intensity. I love how the local players try to get in your head, and a lot of imports can't survive. That's why a lot of people get replaced. Asian imports, I figured they would probably struggle, which most of them did because of the physicality. But I love it. I wouldn't change it if I could.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, you've played in many other countries. How physical is basketball played in those countries compared to the physicality in the PBA?
For me, this is WWE. PBA.
Oh, really?
PBA is unbelievable.
Okay.
But, in this league, you have to be a man. If you're a boy, you don't need to be here. Go back to Europe or the country or wherever you're going to be, because PBA, they don't care. They don't care who you are, where you played at, NBA, if you play D-League, or if you play rec ball. If you're in the PBA, they're going to come after you for sure.
You're talking about the physicality of the PBA. What about the style of game that the Filipinos play? Some people say that it's very unique, that it's very different from any kind of style of basketball that's played in Europe or even in the Americas. Is that true?
Yeah, it's very different. For one, the Filipino guards are really quick, and the pace is very fast. And another thing is 48 minutes. In Europe, it's 40 minutes per game. Out here, it's 48, so the game is longer. The intensity is much higher. It's just, if you can beat your man, you're going to do well here. If you can't, if you're not a good one-on-one player or, a takeover type guy as an import, you're going to struggle.
AZ, what about officiating in the PBA? No, this is no holds barred, so bare your soul.
Officiating, they do good. They, you know, they have their ups and downs. Some games I'll be like, what are you doing? Some games are like, good call. But you know, I'm hard on refs, so I know they probably hate me because I give them pretty hell. But
Did you get any technical fouls this conference?
of course, I have to.
Okay.
I have to. That's my job. I have to like get my
That
teammates.
had to come from you.
Yeah, I have to. I have to get my teammates riled up. When they see me going hard and being emotional, they look at me like, oh, okay, import's ready, because the locals follow the import lead. If you're playing bad as a import, locals gonna play bad. If you play good, they'll play well.
On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you grade officiating in the PBA?
I would say it's probably a 6.
6?
6. I give them 6. I give them 6. You know.
That's not a passing mark.
It is very passing for me. 4 is not passing for me. You know, they do okay. And with the pressure, and you know how it is here. The coaches be on them, the players be on them, you know, the fans be on them. So I think they do a good job of holding it up.
My question to you is, okay, given the fact that you feel that the grade for officiating the PBA is 6, if you were the commissioner of the PBA for a day, what would be the first thing you'll do?
I'm not changing nothing.
Okay.
You don't change it. It's not broken. You know, why change it? You know, you can't fix it. Nothing's wrong. You know, everything is, this is how the PBA is. This is how, like, they're making it like this. So, you know, I couldn't change nothing. I might add a couple more teams.
Oh, okay.
Make the league bigger, make the conferences a little longer. But other than that, as far as referees and players, I wouldn't change nothing.